What is up? What is going on, everybody? I am back with the Mariners post-game recap. Apologize for being so late. 4th of July weekend, so doing some family stuff. Missed the last couple innings of the game, just been out since then, so apologies for being late. And apologies again for nothing in the background. I'm not in the psychiatric ward. I've switched offices here, so I'm going to have my stuff up. I'm actually going to be on the other side of the room here soon, and I'll have all my memorabilia stuff up there. But for right now, you're getting a nothing background and just my face to look at. If you're new here, hit that sub button, hit the like button for me, and don't forget to comment and turn on notifications for when my videos go on. If you are new, I do live streams 2 to 3 times a week for the Mariners game, along with nightly post-game recaps. So you're going to have some sort of Mariners content every single day from this channel. That was a really, really good win for the Seattle Mariners. We can be critical when they have tough losses, and I have been. I've been much more critical of this team recently, but they deserve praise when they play well and show some moxie, and they did that today. This is the first time in a while, and they've had some good wins. Like the Yankees blowout was fun, the Orioles blowout was fun. This was a proud victory, and on several reasons. One, they took a series against Tampa Bay, and I've said in the live stream, I've said all season, this team has not won a series this year that they shouldn't have won. Where is this team winning a series that they went in as maybe underdogs, like a road series against Texas or a road series against Anaheim or a home series against, I don't know, Texas again and Anaheim. You know what I'm getting at. This one was one of those series. They won a series against a great baseball team. Now, I'd like to see them do it on the road, too, but they get it done at home. They finally win a series where I think most of us felt like this was probably a series they were going to lose. And truthfully, had Bryce Miller not been hurt on Friday, I think they might have swept this series, honestly. Now, today was a close game, too. Tampa Bay could look at it and say, they should have easily won 2 out of 3 and had a chance to sweep as well. So it can go both ways. But yeah, a real gritty win for the Mariners. They get down 6-1 after the top of the third, and they battle back and win it. For a team that we've kind of questioned a little bit sometimes, how into it are they? I talked about against Washington on Wednesday that did not look like a team that was fully invested. Now, it's easy to say that when you lose. It's easy to call teams out for that. Every team looks like they don't give a you-know-what when they lose. It's just what losing looks like. That's losing. So I doubt they went in not caring, but it certainly looked like it. Friday was frustrating because I thought they actually played pretty well early on, just it got away from them. A good win yesterday. Yesterday was solid, but until I saw it consistently, it was hard to praise it. It was a nice win. George Kirby was really good. The offense had some clutch hits. It was a nice W. But here we go again. It looked like in the top of the third, getting down 6-1. I'm like, again, one step forward and just another step right back. This team cannot build up any momentum or anything like that. It looked like it was going to be another rough Luis Castillo start, which has kind of been a little bit of a trend. Castillo did get named to the All-Star team. He's had a very good year overall, despite maybe some of the recent not as great starts. He's had a great year, a well-deserved All-Star appearance from Luis Castillo, or nomination. And it just looked like that again. But then they score 4 runs in the bottom of the third. Great job by Luis Castillo to settle in and go 6 innings, keep Tampa Bay off the board. The bullpen does its job, and the offense manages to add on. Tom Murphy. A hit by pitch will take it. I don't care how it happens. And not only that, so not only do they win a series, not only do they battle back, not only does a starter that got hit around settle in and get them 6 innings, not only does the offense add on, they win a coin flip game. I've talked about these games. And if I'm going to say things are unlucky when they lose 1-run games, they got a little lucky today. I don't know in which particular instance the luck came from, but whatever it was, like they won a coin flip game today. They finally won one of those games that they've been losing all year. So they win a crucial series. They battle back and win a game where they could have rolled over. And then on top of it, they win a coin flip game and they get it done. Good to see from this team. A good battle. They've won 2 in a row. I'm back to being, I'm back to being kind of, think they've got a shot. I do think this team has a winning streak in them. Maybe it's now. Maybe it's before this All-Star break. This team gets hot and goes into the break. Maybe they can get over 500. The Giants have been playing really good ball, so it's not going to be easy. Houston's a little banged up, but still a good team. So it's going to be a tough road trip. Very tough road trip here. But maybe they can. Maybe this team can get something going. Let's look at the box score. Not Luis Castillo's best or worst start. 6 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. No walks, 6 Ks. Did give up the 2 home runs. Listen, I thought the home run he gave up to Rosarina was a good pitch that Rosarina just turned on. Not many hitters are going to hit that ball out. Rosarina is one of them. That was not a bad pitch. There was some BABIP stuff. There were some things getting through that were fine. Baseballs that had eyes. Caballero had an error. I thought Castillo was all right. I thought he actually settled in. I think any other day, that start maybe is 2 or 3 earned runs. It was just kind of the perfect storm. But kudos to Castillo because he was at that 6 runs through 3 innings, and he was able to go 6, help save the bullpen for the road trip, and then just battle and keep his team in that game after the offense battled back and tied it up or cut the lead to 1. Munoz works a clean inning. Good job by Matt Brash working around a leadoff walk. And then Paul Sewald locks it down. Really thought Paul Sewald should have been an all-star. I think he's been worthy. I don't know how all the AL closers are doing, so maybe just not enough room. But I still think Paul Sewald and George Kirby have a case to maybe get in. The offense. Everybody in the lineup contributed in some way today, which is great to see. And a pretty good offensive series for the Mariners. They hit McClanahan on Friday. Now, they didn't add on, but... If you would have told me before that game they would get 4 runs off McClanahan, knock him out to 3rd inning, I would have taken it. I would have taken 4 runs in that game. They score 8 yesterday, again, adding on. And then they score 7 runs today against a good Tampa Bay baseball club. JP was 1 for 4, led off the game with a double. Julio with a couple hits, 5 hits the last 2 games. Hopefully Julio is getting it going. I feel like I've said that, then he kind of step back, step forward. Julio's kind of been a microcosm for the Mariners season a little bit this year, but hopefully this is something. Ty was 1 for 5 with an RBI. Teo 1 for 4, and then had a walk as well. Kelenic had an RBI double, which helped cut into that lead. Gino had the home run. Good to see. Gino needs to get the power going. Hopefully that's someone that has a big second half. Mike Ford was 1 for 4 with a couple RBIs. That was a single that made 6-5. He just missed what I thought was going to be home run later in the game. How about Tom Murphy? How about the Murph? 2 for 2. He had a home run, an RBI, and 2 walks as well. He is up to an 888 OPS on the season. Tom Murphy needs more at-bats for this team. Whether it's DH or catching, Murph needs to be in there. He is red hot right now. And truthfully, he's been swinging a better bat than Cal. Now, I'm not saying that this isn't Cal's job. It is. And Murphy's had less at-bats, so it's a smaller sample. But Tom Murphy is really swinging the bat well. Now, I'm going to say something. People are going to go, oh, don't bring that up now. If the Mariners do fall out of it, Murphy's someone that might be able to fetch you a little something interesting. What a season for Tom Murphy. One of my favorite Mariners. Good to see. And after that, remember how bad his start was? He didn't have a hit until the 7th, 8th game. I was wondering, do they need to look at making a change here at number 2 catcher? Murphy has really turned on, and he's been the only guy the last week or so that really has just kind of carried this offense. Whether it's catching or DH, you got to keep his bat in the lineup. I know Ford's been swinging the bat pretty well too, so I get it, but it's been nice. And if you can get back in it, it's going to allow you to give Cal some days off too. It's something they really missed last year down the stretch was Tom Murphy. Now, ended up not mattering. Well, I shouldn't say it didn't matter, but that backup catcher position was really kind of a black hole for this team last year. It would have been nice for Murphy to play more and give Cal some more days off. Caballero 0 for 2, but he did have a walk and a RBI hit by pitch. The game-winning run, we'll take it. Caballero continues to be pesky. He's cooled off a little bit, I think. He still works the count. He's just not a great hitter. I'm not trying to be negative, but Caballero's a perfect 26th man to have on the roster. I think second base, if this team gets back into it, is still a position they need to look at upgrading somehow if they can. So just an overall a fun game, and good for this team to show a little moxie, a little heart to battle back after getting down. It's something we have not seen a lot from this team this year. Whether it is a lack of heart or moxie, or whether it's hard to come back and win baseball games when you get down. But against a really good baseball team today, they're able to battle back. The pitching holds a good offense off the board for the rest of the game, and the offense chips away and does their job against a really good pitching prospect in Bradley. I know his ERA has not been great this year, but his peripherals have been pretty decent. And I thought the Mariners were hitting him hard, even early on when they got down. I thought they were. And they battled right back. After getting down 6-1 in the third, they scored those 4 runs right away in the third. to give a little hope to this team. And I thought for a while there we were falling into that where the Mariners cut into lead and then they just do nothing offensively, and it's going to be one of those games where they just, they cut into it, but they still don't find a way to battle back. But they did it. Murphy's home run tied it up, and they win at the bottom of the seventh. You get a pretty clean inning from Brash, which was huge. So a real nice win, a real nice series. First time in a while that, because when you win one, it's like yesterday. Like, if you notice, even with my postgame with Rooftop, my postgame video, it was a nice win, but it's hard. It's hard to get super excited when we've just kind of seen this team lose, win, lose, win, lose, win. It was nice. It's better than losing, but I couldn't get too excited until this team wins a few of these in a row. And even now, the team is not fixed. They're still 2 games under. This is still a disappointing record for this point in the season. But it's a couple wins in a row. So you've got it. That's a streak. You're officially in a winning streak. It reminds me of Rookie of the Year when John Candy was announced, where the kid breaks his arm and throws the baseball hard, and he goes, Roland Gardner brings the Cubs their longest winning streak of the year. 2. That's kind of how I feel like with the Mariners. But you know what? It's something in the positive direction. Got a chance tomorrow, maybe get a third. And that's what this team needs. They need to get rolling a little bit. And this is a good start. It's a good start. It doesn't solve anything, but it's a good starting point. Yesterday was just nice. Now they've maybe started a little something. So feeling a lot more upbeat. And probably as positive I felt about this team. I mean, I felt pretty good after that first Baltimore win, 2 blowout wins in a row. But this was a real nice series win for the Mariners. So hopefully they can turn it on. I will be live tomorrow night, so come join me. And then I'll be doing a post game on Rooftop's channel. So the play-by-play will just be me for the Giants and Mariners, Game 1, 6:45 from San Francisco. Brian Wu versus, I think it's Logan Webb going for the Giants tomorrow, so it should be a good baseball game. Don't forget to join. And if you're someone, I have a great group that's always in the streams. I love you guys. If you're not sure, if you're a little hesitant, just hop in. We have a good time. There's no judgment of anything. Even if you hate the Mariners and just want to vent, come on in. We can do that too. So have a great Sunday night, everybody. And as always, go Mariners. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the live stream. Peace.